Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I don't know if you noticed already, but in the last one I bumped up the settings on the GoPro to 2.7K rather than 1080p, so hopefully it's just going to give a better sort of view in. It's going to be nice and clear, just add a few more pixels in there and hopefully make it look a little bit better for you guys. I also want to say thank you so much for all the likes. I absolutely smashed it in the last video. I think it's about 70-80 likes in the end, which is massive for me, so yeah, thank you very much again. Today we're doing a nice easy video. Obviously we're all still in quarantine now for another 3 weeks. I haven't done a video in about 5 days now, which is a bit unusual for me because in this quarantine I think I've done my most videos ever in a month. I think I've done about 10 or 11 videos, which is obviously 2.5 times normal because I do about one a week. So rather than 4, we've done 10, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I'm really happy with the progress of the video so far, but yeah, we're just going to do a few bits on the Clio. If you live around the Wiltshire area, you know that yesterday we had a massive downpour of rain. The weather was horrendous. Hasn't really recovered today, but that's good, because if you watch my previous videos we need to check all the not the underlay, but all underneath all the carpets, make sure if there's any damp or anything like that. If there isn't, I'm going to go and get the sponge out of the airing cupboard, which is going to make my missus super happy because she's annoyed with it being in there now. It's been in there for about, oh god knows how long, 2 weeks, and put that back in the front and reinstall the gear stick surround, which we've got here, which is all lovely and clean, the cleanest as ever been. And sort of reinstall all that. But also there's another thing I want to check out today. The FK rear lights I have, obviously looking beautiful, but they obviously have been, as soon as I put them in, they created the issue of when I brake, the fog light like signal on the dash flashes up every single time I brake. So as soon as I brake it flashes up, which I'll show you in a minute, because I want to turn the car and I want to let the car warm up today. It's been too long since I've had it out and haven't started it up and let it get all warm, but unfortunately, as you guys all know, you're not really allowed to go for a drive at the moment. There's no point me insuring and taxing this for it just to sit on the drive and do the odd shopping run. So currently it's still not taxed, still not insured. The 197's off the road completely as well, so I've got no cars. I've got my van, and Emily's got her car, but yes, it's still just going to have to sit here and wait. I also wanted you guys to let me know if there's any videos you want to see. I've got a few things in the pipeline, a few engine bay bits are coming, fog lights, I'm just talking to the company about that now. What else have we got? I'm just talking to MS Custom Engineering about the brakes at the front. He said he might be able to do a set for me if he's got any spare, send them over and I can swap them over. It'd be the first time I've changed any calipers. Oh, that sounds really bad, but I'm going to make sure I do loads of research. I'm going to make sure I get someone to check it as well before I do any like major driving, because I don't want to, yeah. Apparently you just do a small drive, you check all the brakes are working and you come back, but that might be an ideal time to change the fluid, the pads, the discs, and make sure I got some decent brakes at the front. So lots of content coming in that respect, but at the moment I can't buy anything, I can't get anything, so yes, there's a few issues on the video front. But yeah, if you guys want to see any how-to videos or anything like that, I might do some more basic videos. So that the next one I've got in my head is to remove the front dash. It's easy enough, but it's going to make a good video. But also I want to access the clocks, the rear brake fault, and check out underneath the footwells now, because I haven't had a look, so you're going to have the first look with me. But we had hell of a lot of rain, so this should be a good insight. Oh, I've got these coming as well from Cheapskate Racing. Thank you so much. I'm going to get those painted black, but now that we're in the daylight, I said I'd show this. That is just them looking clean. It's obviously the same colour as this, but those ones from Cheapskate Racing on Instagram. Is spare set, which I really appreciate. I'm going to be painting black like that. I've got some paint in there which is hopefully going to be enough, but the splash of red there, and if we look at the dials, obviously they're silver at the moment, and that is the last bit of silver in the entire car, which is going to bug me, including the seat belts if you haven't seen. Oh, I can't grab it. The last video or previous videos, so that's the last bit of silver and it needs to go. Wow, other than the diamond of course. So we're going to check the carpets. There's too many things on my mind. Obviously the underlay still isn't here. I just don't want there to be a ridiculous amount, but we are looking bone dry, boys and girls. I say boys and girls now because I've got 95.5% boys watching and 0.5% girls, so welcome ladies. Thanks for tuning in. There's another spider. So on the subject of if my car is moist underneath, the answer is no. We don't seem to be getting any damp or anything. Like I said, the amount of rain, you would expect it to get wet. The car's on a slant as well, so effectively all the water, if it did go inside, would come this end, which is what I found when parked up. It would all be at the bottom, which is why I checked underneath this metal bar here, because a lot of it was sat inside that. There's like cutouts all the way along, so I could put some blue roll in there and check, see if there was any water in there, and there wasn't. And another telltale sign is obviously down in here, just underneath the seat is where the water builds up as well. So that is wonderful. I'm going to go quickly get the sponge, and as someone said in the video, which I didn't really think about, is that as a sort of type of sound deadening as well. So it's always good to get the sponge back in if you can, because as much as I like my car being loud, overly loud, this is maybe too much for what I sort of need the car for. So we're just going to quickly chuck the sponge back in, and then we're going to move on to the rear lights and push onto them. Yes, freshly dried. Don't worry, I'm taking them out of the airing cupboard now. I'm taking the sponge out of the airing cupboard, just for you. You know when quarantine's really got you bored out your face when you're in here fishing for money. I saw it in there and I thought, I got nothing better to do with my time. Underneath here is where the coin thing is, or was. And there was literally so many coinage, 20p. Get in. Car parts. 1. I'll come back to you. Highlight of the video, finding £2.40 in the car, plus an old £1 coin. So I did a proper intensive clean with a bit of a stiff brush and all of that, and this cup holder's never been so clean and not sticky. Same with all a few bits up here as well, but certainly worth doing because it doesn't take too long, and we're all well, unless you're a legend working for the NHS or still having to work or anything like that, might as well get out there and do it to your car. How the hell? Oh, a bit more. And it should fall past. Perfect. Necessary. Where the hell was that gone? Oh my god. Cigarette light back in. So yeah, we're going to turn the car on and we're going to check out these backlights and see if I can diagnose what the problem is, because it bugs me. And it ain't going to pass the MOT like that, so I might even have to just put the original brake lights back on for the MOT, because you can't brake and have a light come up on the dash. So I've just undone that rear light there and faced it inside, so I'm going to go sit inside, turn them on. You don't have to turn it on, you can just put the ignition on so the lights will work, but I want to turn it on and let it warm up because it's been sat for a while. Just let it tick over for a bit, make sure she's still starting, hopefully. But I've just undone that light there. What you'll find with custom headlights, especially the FK ones, is because they get changed from phase 1 Clios to phase 2, there's the wiring can be a bit bodge, which is exactly what this is. And I'm not massively clued up on all the wiring, but I've seen people say about how to test is that you just want to unplug one of the lights. Well, check that it's still doing it first of all, so that fog light's showing up when I'm braking. Then I just need to unplug, say that one first, go back in, try it again. If it's still working, it should mean that one's at fault, so I'll plug that one back in, unplug that one, and then if it doesn't happen, we know it's something to do with that cluster on the back. So one of the 3 or 4 options. Hopefully the car still starts alright, and we get no warning lights, that'd be ideal. Still starts like a dream. Cool, so I'm just going to press the brake. No, that's the clutch, lol. And we get our brake light. I can see that the other one's working as well because it's making a little mark in there. But on here when we brake, we get the little... That's working alright, so I'm going to go around the back and unplug that light. And we'll see if that one's the bad one. If not, we'll try the other one. So like I said, the wiring can be a bit bodged, but you just need to unplug this bit and we're having a look. So that was unplugged, so it shouldn't light up. I'm braking now, but by the looks of things I'm still getting the blooming light come up. So we are going to plug that one back in. Hopefully it's the other one. If it's not, which is another thing that I sort of read into. It can do with the wiring on the inside that tucks in behind that little plastic along there. So we may have to dive deeper into said investigation. Maybe some more content coming soon. I was sat in there and obviously doing a little brake light test, as you just saw, but then a slight judder started to happen. This is about the 4th time warming it up since it's come out of the garage, and I think I've gained a minor misfire from something or other, but unfortunately it's got a judder every now and then. I'll try and show you. See, it's not going to do it now, but it's like coughing and spluttering. Come on, there we go. Not doing it as much now, of course it's not. I'm going to let it warm up anyway and see if it gets any better or worse. Maybe another thing to address. Brilliant. I'll ask Aaron, see what things I need to do and stuff like that, but see if there's any ways to test it, see if it gets better or worse. But yeah, I'm going to let it warm up. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with my brake light test while it's warming up, so I just need to... so I've unplugged that one, but the light still came up on the dash, so hopefully that light is fine. Just going to quickly whip that one off and check that one. If that one's fine as well, we need to get somewhere in here and access some wires. Everybody says it's to do with a bad earthing wire, whether that's on the headlight or in the car. So yeah, just need to plug that headlight back in and get that one off. I said these can get changed quite a lot around on cars, hence the wiring on that one, but the wiring on this side's worse. So automatically in my head, I'm thinking that one is going to be the issue, but we'll see, because look at it. We'll see. The misfire seems to have sorted itself, so hopefully it was just because it has not been started in a while. But like I said, this is sort of the 4th warm up since it's been out of the garage, but it has been out of the garage quite a while. So both headlights facing inwards. Just gonna press a brake. Yeah, right, okay, so it is the back left headlight. But I don't know how to fix that. So this is more of a test rather than a solution. We might have to do a solution video if you guys can help me out. LEDs, yeah. Cool. So I still don't get the light on the front, so it's something to do with that headlight. So we're just gonna check out the wiring on that light, and yeah, hopefully you guys can help me out, or I'll just have to get someone else to do it when this quarantine malarkey is over. Because I love these FK lights. I did pay an overly massive amount for them. I think I got them for, I think it was 50, 60 quid off of Reese, because he was changing his black car to his Mondial blue. And didn't want them anymore. I think he wants them back now, but you ain't have them. I want them. So as you can see, it is bodge-tastic. Obviously it also works. It's just something to do with the earth. I don't know if the earth is the black one, because that goes to everyone. I'm about as well-minded in the electrical life as within a newborn baby, but yeah, I don't know if you guys can help me out, but maybe I'll just send it to someone and get them to rewire it and make it half decent. But it doesn't bother me overly, it's just annoying that it won't pass the MOT with a blooming light popping up every time I brake. So yeah, obviously if you're checking this video out and you've got these tail lights on any of your Clios, that's something that I'd just start with, is just by unplugging them. And if you do have an issue with your unit, I'd just buy a new one. They're about a tenner. People just throw them away normally. This is why I've still got mine, because no one wants them pretty much. But yes, if you have the issue, it's nice and easy for you, because you can just buy another one, because it's all inside there. But like I said, I'm sure people will give them away pretty much, so just grab another one if you can. Cool, so that's done. So I know that the back left one's the pain in the bum. I know that hopefully my carpets, I say hopefully because I'd never trust it, but hopefully my carpets are going to stay dry, and that sponge is going to stay dry. At least I won't know for a while, because the sponge is going to soak it all up again, but hopefully you don't have to go through the stage of drying it and annoying my missus with it being in the airing cupboard. The misfire that started, yeah, hopefully that stays away as well, but like I said, I haven't started it in a few weeks. Obviously it hasn't been driven for 6 months or whatever, but hopefully a good drive will sort it out. real lights, I hope that helped you out if you're doing the same sort of diagnosis. Like I say, if you've got standard lights, you might as well just try and get your hands on some other ones from a scrappy or something like that, or anyone on cliosport.net might just do you a favour and send them over, because yeah, they're not worth anything and a lot of people just throw them away, so they might want to do a good deed and give you them. But I need to do some more research. If you guys are any good at wiring, yeah, please help me out. Please comment down below anything to help me. If it's more in depth and you send me some photos or anything like that, or things to buy, feel free to message me on Instagram. That would be lovely, and I'd be much appreciated. Pushing on some more products and hopefully get some more videos out, but it is getting quite difficult now in this COVID-19. So like I said at the start, if you guys got any video ideas, let me know. If not, it might just turn into some good old times how-tos. But we are fully back together. I can even get the mats in here now. I don't have to do anything with the floor forever, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment and subscribe as always. You smashed the like last time, so let's keep it up, let's keep going. And the subscriptions are flying up. I think I've got 145 in 28 days, which is massive for me. And we're close to 1.7k now. So the 2k in 2020 is looking good, which was my goal of this year, to hit 2,000 subs. So if we could smash that by August or whatever, that would be amazing. But yeah, we're all looking good. Like I said, I'm still pushing for parts to do and find and keep upgrading and pushing the car along and helping you guys out. I know someone said to me about the side skirts, so I'm looking at getting them off, but a lot of people said you got to drill them off and then you got to use different plugs to put them back on, so I don't know if I can be bothered with that how-to video, but we will see how we get on.